I'm only going to ask you one time. Where is Lancelot? I know you saw him. So just tell me where he is. Welcome to GAW Evolution. For the second week in a row, we see Aussies Don't Kneel, Shane Thorne, Flyboy coming in as a team after their loss to the Titans last week. We're also seeing Garrett, Gibson, who I think in any sane world, any sane human being would not try to come back from what he had to endure last week. But he is here looking for Lancelot in a show of force that I think will not go lost on the former Academy champion. We saw them a couple weeks ago debut as a team. Ramon Gutierrez coming out first for this group of guys who trained together extensively during the offseason. You can see Gutierrez looking athletic and springy as always. You can see how much work this guy has put into his body, into his game, and it has really started to pay off, I think. Ultimate and Ramon Gutierrez were recognized as two of the top rookies in GAW last year, and of course it was technically a rookie from last year who is now the Apex champion, that of course being Derrick Cole, and we will have a big time announcement about Cole's next opponent coming up for you later on. But for right now, this kind of new team of Max Ultimate and Ramon Gutierrez looking set for action against Aussies Don't Kneel. So of course we saw ADK last week against the Titans, where we saw Shane Thorne get absolutely massacred by Dagonite in a show of force so brutal that it forced Lighter to, oh look at that, blockbuster over the top from Ramon Gutierrez. Dagonite's vicious ground and pound forced Lighter to tag himself in to end the match before Dagonite got himself disqualified. Cover here and Shane Thorne kicks out. We'll see the Titans coming up next against Pretty Bad Deal in a #1 contenders match. PBD looking to climb the ladder, get their first tag title match against Eddie Hernandez and Yunsan Park. Hernandez getting ready to captain his team in the Rookie of the Year series. So we'll get to hear from him in a little bit. And of course, in our main event, Lazzara puts her title on the line against Sophia Sweetness. Beautiful triple butterfly suplex by Ramon Gutierrez. And now Ramon, up top he goes. Gutierrez with a moonsault. Picture perfect into the cover. Ultimate Flame defense. And just like that, Ramon Gutierrez, Max Ultimate, wipe out Aussies Don't Kneel and Shane Thorne, and there is no chance that Shane Thorne was 100% after what we saw Dagonite do to him last week. It was a total mistake for ADK to take this match. There's no doubt about that. Either way, Ramon Gutierrez, Max Ultimate, it's their first win as a tag team, and we go now to our team captains for the Rookie of the Year series. Let's hear from Eddie Hernandez and Kurt Andrews. If you were around for the Storm Chaser tournament, I appreciate that you're here now, but here's one thing that you should know. When you put Academy rookies together in one place with so much on the line, you're gonna see wrestling on a level you would not believe. You gotta be built different to reach this level, and we've got 12 guys who are just different. Over a year ago, I came here to GAW on the promise that they were building something great. I literally watched as what is now Evolution was built around me, built by me. And to look back at how it all started, this is truly an homage to what we did to build this promotion. I can only say that nothing motivates a man more than hanging his dream in front of him. All 12 men you are about to see starting in a couple of days have come here because there is no place like Evolution to become a legend, and that's what they all want. The beauty of this tournament is you don't have to win to impress people. The last man standing will get a guaranteed contract, but that's not the only contract that could be up for grabs. Just remember, you're always being watched. You're under the microscope of a lot of people in Evolution. A lot of blokes could use some extra help, maybe some extra muscle, and we got it all in this competition. So if you're on the fence about watching this series, I'll just say this. You will find your next favorite wrestler during Rookie of the Year. We've got the best athletes, the biggest monsters, the hardest hitters, the most determined workers in the world, and to have them all under one roof, we're gonna witness something special starting this Wednesday.
Rise up from the ashes, wings on my back, stay lit like a matchstick. We ain't coming back, I swear. Just let go and see what happens. Gotta let go to see the magic happen. They got us a quick change, so we like them in face. I'll just buy the new watch, time to make my
I gotta say, I am absolutely hyped. For Rookie of the Year, we have some absolutely incredible talent on store for you. You are going to be just blown away by the level of talent that now the rookies in GAW have. We've gone from the GAW Academy Storm Chaser tournament with complete unknowns almost all the way down the board to now these young rookies are among the best wrestlers on earth, and 12 of them are competing just for a spot on Evolution, just an opportunity on Evolution, alongside guys like Pretty Bad Deal, guys like the Titans. That is the level that Evolution is at right now. Evolution right now is the Titans, Lighter and Dagonite, the giant killer, the 7-foot-tall Dagonite, and the greatest tag team wrestler in the history of Evolution in his partner Lighter. Former champions, the first recognized Evolution tag team champions. Of course, they came up short in their challenge against Eddie Hernandez and Youngsong Park, the current champions. But not because they were outclassed, more that they were outsmarted. Dagonite went for one too many power bombs, and that is something that we're seeing a lot more of now from the big man. He is getting much more aggressive and lighter, having to rein him in more and more. We'll see if that becomes a story here today as well, as it's Jacob Ace and both men firing shots. Referee caught in the crossfire. Jacob Ace in for Pretty Bad Deal, representing the Las Vegas Connection. And an immediate cover off the strike down. Dagonite able to break it up, and now Sean Alexander going after Dagonite. Of course, the Las Vegas Connection now represented by Derrick Cole, the current Apex champion. So lots to be happy about if you are the Las Vegas Connection, and Dagonite right back into the ring, and Ace able to deal with him as Alexander pulls the ring rope down. Dagonite goes flying over, and now Lighter dealing with Ace himself. Jacob Ace lighting him up in the middle of the ring as Ace with a big-time stunner. First cover of the match here from Pretty Bad Deal, and Dagonite able to break things up as he just slides in, basically headbutts Jacob Ace, and now Lighter able to turn over onto his back, trying to play some defense here. Folks, if you haven't already, check out the website, generaladmissionwrestling.com. Read full recaps of every show as they happen. If you don't have time to watch every bit of GAW programming, it doesn't matter. You can go over to the website, you can read up on it, see what you missed. Dagonite, look at this. Double choke slam from the huge 7-foot-tall Dagonite. It's a 2 count. Alexander wants to tag in, he's gonna get it. Alexander and Dagonite going up. Alexander! How do you suplex the big man like that? Alexander into the cover. Lighter is there. He needed to be, but Sean Alexander with a Pele kick, and he landed right in Dagonite's reach as Dagonite now has the advantage going up one-on-one against Sean Alexander. Dagonite power bomb. And we're seeing it again. Dagonite doing what he needs to do. And a little bit more than he needs to do. A little bit more aggressive. And look at this. Lighter has stopped it right in its tracks. Lighter getting the tag in instantly. Dagonite's let loose on Lighter. Wait a second here. Former champions, former teammates. Dagonite. He's let loose on Lighter, and Dagonite, he's got him up. Dagonite, power bomb. Dagonite has power bombed his own teammate, and out the ring he goes. And that is it. That power bomb for Lighter is it. And Pretty Bad Deal are the new #1 contenders. Absolute chaos as Dagonite power bombs his own partner, his mentor, the man who formed this team, gave it its name, one of the most legendary names in GAW tag team wrestling, and Dagonite has thrown it all aside. Nowhere to be found. Pretty Bad Deal. They are the new #1 contenders, but the Titans, I think the Titans might be done. Derrick Cole is expecting a new opponent for the Apex Championship, and we will determine it next week in the main event. A 3-way dance for #1 contendership. Xavier Cross, we saw him take out Marco Diaz last week. Lee Carr, the Ultimate Cinderella, and TJ Frost, one of the newest members of the GAW roster, an absolute world-renowned athlete and technician. Let's hear this from TJ Frost ahead of his GAW debut. Most of y'all don't know me, and that's your loss. Because that means you don't know about the superstar, the undisputed, the sucker-busting female magnet, TJ motherfucking Frost. But I'm going to be real with you. I don't give a gutter-ass ass crack if y'all know me. I only care about one man, Derrick Cole. You've been playing superstar. You've been playing ace for a year because ain't no one even on your level. Bitch, I'm 10 steps above your level. They got to invent new levels for me. So yeah, I'm looking past whoever those clout-chasing bitch-ass haters are next week, and I'm looking right at you, Derrick. And when I fight you, I'm gonna beat your ass. I'm gonna steal your girl again, and I'm gonna collect my reward so I can make my money. That's TJ Frost shit.
Took your heart, did things to your only lovers would do in the dark. It made you.
Well, TJ Frost leaving no doubts as to why he's in GAW. The reward, as he calls it, the money that he's looking for. But make no mistake, TJ Frost is as dangerous as they come. And like I said, world-renowned just one of the many underground sensations that are turning up in GAW. And with Derrick Cole as the champion, well, there's no doubt as to why all of these guys think now is the correct time to show up. Chris Alexa will be the only current member of GAW, or at least the only person in the Rookie of the Year series who have ever had a GAW match. That is before the Little Dragon and Marlon Wright teamed up against the Titans a few weeks ago. So Alexa, as we heard Eddie Hernandez talk about a couple weeks ago, has a significant experience advantage given the fact that he is trained around GAW wrestlers, he's fought GAW wrestlers, and now he's going to get the opportunity to get into the ring with the very, very best of GAW. They say nothing makes you better than competition. I think Chris Alexa is about to put that to the test.
I am the cycle of the sun. I am what you can't escape. I am the sweater under nature's skin. I am a monster.
If you were with us for Evolution Cairo, then you remember this song blaring across Egypt as the silver-haired Santanico walked out for a match with Devin Andrews, fire blasting in one of the most intimidating entrances in the history of professional wrestling. It's not exactly less intimidating now, and Chris Alexa is going to be up against it. Against the current Raw champion. By the way, folks, if you like this song or any of the music from across GAW, and I'm telling you right now, some of the entrance themes that you're going to hear when Rookie of the Year begins, you are going to want to listen to them on repeat, and you can right now on our Spotify playlist. Link is down in the description. All the music from across GAW, all in one place. Santanico, an absolutely terrifying individual, carrying the Raw Championship. The man who dethroned Midnight. And right now, the longest undefeated streak in Evolution history that is recognized and unrecognized. Santanico is the real deal. Chris Alexa can actually pull off the biggest upset probably in GAW history right now by beating Santanico. The story of Evolution really began with the biggest upset in GAW history when Yun-Son Park won the Cruiserweight Championship off of Pac. Santanico not going to make it easy though for Chris Alexa, as Santanico wrenching with that Rings of Saturn submission. Alexa able to free himself. Will Alexa be part of Team Hernandez or Team Andrews? We'll get to find out on Wednesday when Rookie of the Year begins. Referee trying to keep Alexa away from Santanico and probably helping out Santanico a bit there as well. Allows the Raw champion to get back in the ring, and Santanico, look at this, Santanico with a springboard poison Rana. That is what the Raw champion has always been about. He defines the underground, absolute versatility. That is the name of Santanico's game. The man speaks 5 languages and is proficient in what I believe is every wrestling style known to man, which has made him unbeatable so far in his GAW tenure. Beautiful fisherman's buster. Santanico hooks the leg. Alexa kicks out. I should have mentioned this is non-title action. But of course, if Alexa grabs the win here in a massive upset, he would get himself a Raw Championship match and would easily assert himself as the biggest favorite in the Rookie of the Year series right now. It's hard to say who that honor would belong to, just judging by the names that we've heard come up. Adonis Carter is a guy that it seems like Hernandez and Andrews are both very high on. We've heard them talk about Ryan Skinner as a potential favorite. And then Hernandez even bringing up Takahashi, one of the most well-trained men in the entire series. And on top of that, we had GAW scout Yuji Nagata, who found Takahashi and had just heaped praise on the young man. Santanico and Alexa playing the waiting game, both on the outside. This is what the Raw champion does so well. It's the mind games that he excels at. Neither man wanted to take that jump into the ring. And again, this is what makes Santanico special. He did it against Midnight as well, forcing Midnight to abandon the two sleepwalkers that he had successfully hit in that match at Nitro and try to go up top, to just put the exclamation mark on it, to drive it home. That's what Santanico made him do in that situation. And finally, it's Santanico back into the ring. Total mind games with Chris Alexa. And now Alexa, he's gonna try to get something going here. Big time lariat in the corner, and Alexa, he might see himself with a potential upset here. Alexa out of the corner. Santanico falls to a knee. Alexa, oh, what a kick to the back of the head. Santanico dodged the Shining Wizard as Alexa was trying to absolutely knee him into oblivion. Now Alexa almost had it on the Raw champion. They say the shot you don't see coming is always the most dangerous. And now Santanico, oh, dead man's lobotomy. The Raw champion hooks the leg. Santanico, after all the mind games, puts away the rookie. So will Chris Alexa have a big time advantage come Rookie of the Year? Will it be Adonis Carter? Will it be Takahashi? Will it be anyone of the 12 men when Rookie of the Year begins? We'll find out on Wednesday, but now we go backstage to Nick Gray. Nick, I respect you, but let me take over and let me save you the trouble of having to ask basic questions. I am the Great, the Ghoul, whichever of my monikers I've earned several during my career. However, everyone here in GAW will know me as Braddock, the most unstoppable force in wrestling. I've held major championships in every single promotion that I've been a part of, but none meant so much to me as the one Santanico currently holds. I was the first Raw champion when it was part of the Underground. I laid the groundwork for men like Midnight and Santanico, and now it's time to tread that path once again. So stay put, and all eyes on me. I'm going to remind everyone just what exactly I'm capable of, and that includes Santanico. Earlier in the show, I talked about how Derrick Cole being the Apex champion is after guys like Lancelot and those guys took over has been drawing the best of the Underground to Evolution, and that just continues. We've already seen so many Underground legends come here, whether it's Lancelot, Omega Woods, Santanico. The list goes on, and now we add another as Braddock, one of the most dangerous Underground wrestlers in the world, one of the most prolific Underground wrestlers in the world, is here to challenge Santanico for the title Braddock basically invented. Just unreal. for the Evolution Women's Champion, Lazzara. And now I did promise, of course, that we would have a new name for the Women's Championship, the men's title. Of course, now the Apex title that Derrick Cole holds. The Women's Championship now, I am very pleased to announce the Rise Championship. So Lazzara becoming the first officially recognized Rise champion in Evolution history and GAW history. She's hoping that reign will not come to an end here today. She is supremely confident, as you can tell, but underneath that lies an absolute warrior who battled Valeska Pierce at Nitro to take that championship. And by the way, folks, check out the Discord. Link is down in the description. It's the greatest community in wrestling, and that community was the first to learn of the name change to the Apex Championship. It was an exclusive there, along with so much more interviews with Yuji Nagata, Lance Storm, and others. And you just get to hang out with an incredible community. I mean, I don't really know what else to tell you. That's kind of the whole draw. You just get to hang out with some incredible people. So join the GAW Discord. Here we go. The new Rise Championship. Lazzara is putting it on the line. On a show we've already seen the announcement that TJ Frost will make his debut next week. We've got Braddock, an underground legend in GAW, trying to fight for the title that he invented. Now Lazzara going for her first defense of the Rise Championship. And it's against Sophia Sweetness, a former student. And I gotta say, I don't believe that Lazzara would have taken this match if there were anyone else. But because it's Sophia Sweetness, it's someone that she has trained before, that she knows so well. She wanted to take this thing. Sophia Sweetness from behind. Used to be that, but she used to call the sweet shot. That was a go-to move for her, but Lazzara, talking about their relationship with each other, Lazzara kind of trained that out of her, said, no, you're gonna need to do something a little bit more because Evolution wrestlers are too tough for that. Gotta hit them harder. Lazzara's been having some issues with her go-to move as well. Lazzara with a missile drop kick. The Make My Fortune has not been getting the job done for her as of late, and that missile drop kick didn't get the job done at that point either. I'm gonna tell you again, make sure you subscribe right here to GAW on YouTube. Not only are you gonna get to see Evolution every week, you get to see Storm every week, and of course, Storm coming off Storm Mumbai. We saw War Machine crowned as tag team champions, and then of course after the main event, Keith Lee holds on to his world championship, and Taiji Ishimori returns to beat the hell out of Bandito, and the small matter of Gable Steveson debuting. Not only will you see all of that, but Rookie of the Year begins in just a couple days right here on GAW. So many of you have been here with us since the days of the Storm Chaser tournament. And so you know that the kinds of people that featured in that tournament, people like Eddie Hernandez, Lancelot, Kurt Andrews, Oliver Parker, Lazzara, these are the kinds of people that now embody, define Evolution. And Lazzara from the top of the blockbuster. Absolutely sensational from the Rise champion. And this is what Lazzara had been warning Sophia Sweetness about for a long time when they were training together. Lazzara saying you have to be varied, you have to be versatile, and no one embodies that more than Lazzara does. Sophia Sweetness still has a lot to learn despite her obvious talent. Lazzara breaking the count. It's 10 count here for a title match in GAW, and Lazzara heavy shots to Sophia Sweetness, backs her up. Sweetness at this point I think might be regretting demanding this match here with the champ. Lazzara just drives her in. And Lazzara's got a lot to prove, not only to Sophia Sweetness, a former student of hers, a woman that she took under her wing and tried to train, tried to make better, but of course Yamamoto, the #1 contender for the Rise Championship, watching as well. She will be awaiting the winner of this contest. Lazzara, ooh, the mind games from Lazzara. Sophia Sweetness trying to get back on top here. Sweetness looking just disjointed in a way, not quite sure where to go. And Lazzara, Lazzara, what a spinning kick. Takes down Sophia Sweetness. Lazzara fires herself out of the corner. Sweetness kicks out. Lazzara can't believe it, but there's still a lot more in the tank for the Rise champion. Lazzara breaks the fingers, and Lazzara off the ropes. Big time right. Sweetness tried to come in. Lazzara caught her, and Lazzara unleashing the strikes into the corner. Lazzara throws her right into the boot, and the champ looks like she's just getting started. She hasn't even broken a sweat yet. This is a statement, a big-time statement. Lazzara, what a Uranagi! Lazzara plants Sophia Sweetness into the cover. Lazzara defends the championship as she mashes Sweetness. Absolutely vicious Uranagi. And Lazzara has her first official defense of the Rise Championship. Yamamoto is watching. And with Bash at the Beach fast approaching, we learned about that on Storm Mumbai. Yamamoto's got a lot to think about right now.